Afternoon, everybody. Just finishing up in the office here, and as it's nearly time for the weekend, that means only one thing. It's time for football. Indeed, it's some Friday night football as well. And a couple of weeks ago, a mate rung me, asked me if I wanted to go to this game. Obviously, I said yes. And it's a televised game as well. It's live on Sky tonight. It's a local derby, so it's probably going to be quite interesting. Hopefully quite lively as well, and dare I say, it's going to be quite cold. So let's get in the car, let's head off to Lancashire, we'll pick up my mate, we'll head to the ground, have a bit of a look around, check out the food, speak to some of the fans, watch the game, and see what we think, and see what you think as well. Join us, let's go watch some football. Right, we've arrived in Rawtenstall, Lancashire. Let's give my mate a quick call, get him ready, and then we'll get across to the ground.
Hi, Paul, you here?
I'm here, mate. You ready for the big match?
Let's do it. I'll
Go
be
on
in a sec.
All right, mate. See you soon.
Evening, pal.
Evening, pal. You ready?
Yeah.
Good man. Good to see you.
Nothing like a local derby on a Friday night.
Absolutely, a bit of Friday night football. That's what
Yes.
it's all about. Now, the guys that are watching, they don't know where we're going yet. They know it's a Lancashire derby, but obviously you do. You bought the tickets. You invited me. When was the last time you went there? What's your...
I think last time I went to a game was probably early noughties.
Really?
Early
Yeah.
noughties, probably more in their sort of glory years.
Right.
I think probably a little bit later than that. I think after they were taken over, that's probably a bit of a giveaway.
Okay.
A controversial takeover, if
Right, okay,
if one
yeah.
can say that. But
Well, now we're starting picking who this is as we get along. Yeah, I've not been there for a few years myself. Actually, I went to watch them against West Ham years ago. It was a terrible 0-0 on a Saturday afternoon. I'm hoping we're not going to have a replication of that tonight. But anyway, let's get on the way. Let's get on the road, and then we'll give you a few more clues when we get there. Right, we've arrived at the stadium. We're not sure, well, we're not revealing who it is at the moment, but I have got the first fact of the day for you, Daniel.
hit me.
Right, so in 1960, Blackburn played in the FA Cup final. I think it was against Arsenal from memory. And they lost 3-0. And the reason that they cite for losing 3-0, losing so heavily, was because they had to play the large majority of the game with 10 men. I assume that was before substitutes.
Okay.
Now my question to you, Daniel, is who was the person that got injured and had to go off? Bear in mind it was 1960. You'll never guess it, but when I say who it is, you'll be shocked.
I mean, I'm going to go with era, and quite relevant considering his sad passing recently. Dennis Law?
Dennis Law, I don't know if he ever played for Blackburn.
It was a bit of a wild guess. I was trying to think outside the box. Someone that I would know. You said I would know him, but I wouldn't necessarily link to Blackburn.
The person is Dave Whelan.
Wigan DW Stadium, Dave Whelan.
Yeah, Dave Whelan.
That is a very, very, very random fact.
Yes.
Very random fact.
I think, again, I didn't look into it in that much detail, but I think it ended his career as well.
Interesting fact. Okay,
Yep.
right. So Wayne, outside unsaid stadium, we're not saying where we are. Let's do a random players for this team that you wouldn't necessarily immediately associate with them.
First name that comes to mind, Morten Gamps Pedersen.
Wouldn't necessarily associate with this club. Andy Cole.
Yeah, good one. John Filan.
Shay Given.
Yes, he was a youth player, I think.
He was, yeah.
Players that you wouldn't necessarily associate with the club. Oh, right. Michel Salgado.
Ooh, good shouts. Graham Lasso.
Yeah. Did Yakubu play it?
Towards the end, I think he might have played it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's throw another person, not random player.
Benny McCarthy, I was going
Benny
to go
McCarthy's back, not random
Well,
player,
yeah,
random manager. We both forgot that he managed them. The governor, Paul Ince.
Yes, yeah. That was random because he got that job from Macclesfield, didn't he?
The worst
That
win,
didn't seem to work
the
out,
worst win ratio of any Blackburn manager. Actually beating Steve Keane.
Who? Good stat. Tim Sherwood.
Tim Sherwood, very good. Colin Hendry.
No, you'd associate him with Blackburn.
I mean, Tim Sherwood was the captain who lifted the Premier League.
Yeah, I suppose so. We're not doing very well.
We've given it away now.
That's a great way. Just end it there. Just end it there with the laugh, the casual thing.
So Wayne, we're not revealing the name of the stadium yet, remember?
Yep.
But you've got an interesting story to tell before we do the reveal.
Yeah, so Dan, this was Wikipedia's finest. Hopefully it's accurate. It's on the internet, so it must be true. I'm not going to claim any credit for this. But I did see when I was doing the research that in 1913, because the suffragettes viewed this stadium as a sign of male dominance and the patriarchy, they actually tried to burn the stadium down. And thankfully it is still here standing today. And here we are.
Where are we, Wayne?
We're at Ewood Park.
Ewood Park.
And tonight, Daniel, we're going to be watching Blackburn versus Preston North End in a classic Lancashire derby.
Other than the Burnley derby, probably the most local derby they've got.
I would say so.
Any history
You know
aware
better
of
than
it?
me. I'm a Cheshire guy.
There's not a lot of need, or there is a lot of fans walking down right now with
The atmosphere's certainly bubbling up.
definitely. Right. I think he just took it out.
We are ready. The tickets have arrived. Game on.
Considering good turnout from Preston tonight.
Yeah, it is. Great away following. Look at this queue to get in the pub. How insane is that?
That pub
Preston
does have
fan.
a Preston flag in it as well.
Yeah, maybe it's designated away fans. Yeah.
What have you got there, pal? Some of the famous blondies.
Apparently, the thing to try when you come to Blackburn Rovers is the famous blondie. So, let's give it a try. It looks incredibly sweet, by the way. Oh my word,
Talk me through it.
it's incredibly heavy.
Second bite.
It's very, very good though.
It's very good. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's great. Killer.
Yes.
I've got an interesting fact for you about Preston. In fact, I've got two.
Go on.
First one,
Yes.
who do you think you'll never get this again, but it's a name that stood out to me, the Preston goalkeeping coaches.
Current goalkeeping coach. Okay. Has he ever played in the Premier League?
Oh yeah,
Talk about number of games in the Premier League.
maybe only a handful.
A handful of games in the Premier League. Has he played for Preston? As far as you're
Oh, I
aware?
don't know. It's kind of synonymous with this area, I think.
He is.
Yeah, you'll know him.
It's not Tim Flowers, no.
No, I don't
that
think
would be that would be
that would be
bollocks.
insane. He's managing somewhere in non-league, I think. Anyway,
Paul Robinson.
no. Do you want to know?
Go on.
It's Mike Pollitt.
Mike Potter, you're just throwing Wigan facts.
I'm just
at me.
throwing all
You're
Wigan
literally just throwing
stats at you.
Wigan facts at me all the time.
Yep. Right, you ready for one more? The number 28 tonight, the Macedonian forward Milusia Ozrazic, signed him from Cadiz in the summer
Yes.
for 2.1 million.
It's a lot of money that for the Championship.
That is Preston's club record signing.
Yes.
Now there you go.
All right,
What, are you saying that you knew that?
I know. I thought you were going to ask me like who the one was before. So I thought
No. That is just. I just thought it's not often you hear of a club nowadays and their club record signing like happened like. Striker, yeah. Number 28, Macedonian forward.
Does he start tonight?
We'll have a look at the team shortly.
The team will be out now.
Let's have a look.
Should we have a live look at the team?
Right, Blackburn team's out. Let's have a look at who we've got. I recognise Danny Batt from watching Wolves. Vyman, I can't believe he's still going at this level, to be honest. Cantwell is on the bench.
On the bench, he's made it past the late fitness test.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. When you think of Preston North End, what's the first name that springs to mind for you? Go.
I'm going to go two ends of a spectrum. Legend, here for a long time.
I'm asking you for one name.
Sir Tom Finney.
Great, obviously, yeah. I'm going to go David Moyes. Daniel, back to you.
I'm going to go lone player, but very famous for being here, David Beckham.
And I'm going to go David Healy. Killer, no pressure. I've got one more, by the way.
Oh no, I can't. I'm out.
My final one on my sleeve was Callum Davidson, and then I must admit I was struggling as well. This is absolutely molten hot. Shite, I can barely even hold it.
What pie have you gone for, Wayne?
Chicken Baltic.
Chicken Baltic, standard.
I'm not holding out too much hope on this.
That looks very dry and very hot.
Yes. And potentially microwaved, I think. But it's, oh my word, it's insanely hot.
That is going to burn the inside of your mouth.
This is a 30-degree burn.
Fortunately, we've got it on camera though. That's the main thing.
Yeah, for a claim. Yeah, I was right. It's nothing special at first pass. But it's alright, it'll fill the void.
Put a bet on, Wayne?
Yeah, so obviously we've got a bet on. It's a local derby, so always back the draw in a derby, right? Both teams to score, yes. A player to be sent off, also yes. 13-1, and I have backed that to the tune of £5 sterling. So there we go, there's the finished product. That is absolutely nailed on to win. Always back the draw in a derby, both teams to score, and a player sent off.
65 quid winnings from a £5 bet.
Can't argue with that.
Number 2, Alan Britton. Number 5, Dom Hyatt. Number 9, Matt Arday. Number 10, Tyrese
32, right?
Holland.
88.
Number 14, Andy Byron. Number 15, Danny Bart. Number 19, Ryan Hedges. Number 21, John Buckley. Number 24, Alan Mack.
Right, crucially, let's do the footballogy check-in.
What is footballogy, Wayne?
The app that every football fan didn't know they needed. So, upcoming fixtures, Blackburn v Preston. I'm going.
You're already,
in fact, I'm there.
You're already here.
I'm already there. There we go.
Appearances for Sierra Leone. Please give a massive Ewood Park welcome to our new attacker, Augustus Harpo.
Killer, I have of course gone for a score draw, and I've put it on record and I've put money on it. What are you going for, mate? Call it, make a prediction.
I'm going to go 2-1 Rovers.
Yep.
I do think there'll be a red card.
Yep.
And I think there'll be an early goal win. I think the third goal in the first 10 minutes.
Like that call.
Let's see it happen.
Secretly, I think Blackburn are going to win as well. But we'll see. We'll see.
Who do you think is co-commentating?
Well, it's Football League on Sky, isn't it? So it's going to be Don Goodman, Andy Hinchcliffe. I don't know who the main commentator is. We'll see though.
The gantry's up there, I can't see it, but I'm going to go after and say Michael Gray.
Michael Gray's a good shout, actually. Michael Gray is a good shout. Fans there, give us a prediction.
3-1 Rovers, Matt on a hat-trick.
Oh, big shout. Big shout. Big shout. And we're underway. Great goal. Fantastic goal. We are underway for the second half. Oh, that's a chance. That's a chance.
That's all we have to do.
What's on?
Man's touched me, I'll wreck you.
Against his old club as well. Not on your phone.
So Wayne, as we attempt to pull away from the stadium, I think we might be here for a while. Talk me through your experience, Blackburn versus Preston, the 6 degrees of football. We'll start with the first one, the pre-match experience before the game.
I thought it was good, actually. I was surprised. I mean, clearly it's not, Boca Juniors out there, but yeah, I thought it was good. Clearly they're making it into a family environment, putting stuff on for kids and, kind of food and drink and stuff like that. But yeah, thought it was good. No complaints.
I've got a feeling I know what the answer is going to be to this one. Food and drink. You didn't look impressed.
Oh, the Balti pie was terrible. The blondie was okay. I didn't eat all of it because it was absolutely insanely heavy. But it will get polished off probably at some stage tomorrow with a cup of tea.
Good. Getting into the stadium, first impressions and the fans.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a Premier League ground. It's a really smart setup. It was a good turnout from the fans. Obviously, it was a derby today. Good turnout from the Preston fans, actually, as well. Yeah, no complaints at all.
The Preston fans accused Bratton Rovers of only sing when you're winning. I can probably see where they're coming from with that. Would you agree? Atmosphere-wise, I felt most of it came from the Preston end.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It felt a little bit flat. There was lots of, like I said, there's a family environment in there. And people want to watch the game. They're not necessarily. We weren't behind the goal either, so we're not with loads of ultras or whatever, were we? We're kind of in the family stand, so it's to be expected, really.
Let's get into the football then. First half.
Enjoyed the game. Yeah, I mean it was a good game. Thought the number 10 Dolan played well. The 9 for Blackburn played well. Deserved his goal. I also liked Britton, the fullback from Blackburn. Your man, the Danish guy, did all right for Preston, but really Preston didn't offer much. I thought deserved half-time 1-0 lead for Blackburn.
I think for all of the quality, we're away, that's good. For all of I think we were quite fortunate. We were sat on the right-hand side for Blackburn in the first half. That's where most of the quality happened, with Dolan, with Britton, and then obviously we witnessed that great ball whipped in and finished off by Guy. Great finish.
Oh, there's Alan Shearer away there.
There we go. Got that. So obviously it looks very one-sided when they went 2-0 up with a penalty. Dubious a penalty. It was quite tough to see, really.
Well, we couldn't see what really happened. It looked like the lad clocked an elbow at the back post, didn't it? So yeah, there didn't seem to be any complaints from the players, and the Blackburn player was down for quite some time, wasn't he? So yeah, I was fully expecting Cantwell to do something ridiculous like try and Panenka it down the middle or something, or even blast it out the ground, but no, tucked it away easily.
There were warnings from Preston. There was, as you said, a lot of half chances, not any clear-cut chances. Yeah. Goal disallowed for offside. Again, dubious, do you think?
Difficult for us to see, wasn't it? But yeah, I don't know. I don't think Preston really deserved anything from the game. They kind of huffed and puffed a bit, played nice stuff, but they didn't really have a cutting edge up front. The 10 that you liked, the Danish lad or whatever, looked good. They had a big striker who had a turn of pace. Other than that, I don't think they offered anything, to be honest.
So full time, the right result?
I think it was the right result, yep. No denying it. Preston only really came alive in injury time, which was a shame. It always seems to be a shame, or always feels to be a shame when that happens. And you think that teams could have offered more from the beginning, but otherwise, good game, no complaints, good value for money. Really enjoyed it.
I agree. As a footballing experience, good Friday night football. I think Preston fans brought a lot of the atmosphere, excitement at the end. I probably have disagreement with you on the penalty decision. I thought there was a clear arm there, but we'll disagree on that one. But as an evening and as a football experience, looking at the 6 degrees of football, a very good, enjoyable night.